Good evening. Peace and blessings to all of you. My name is Jana, and this evening, amidst all of the chaos with the coronavirus, I wanted to use this opportunity to present an offering to anyone who this reaches. This weekend I will be releasing my first ever blog site, The Butterfly Effect, and I wanted to utilize this time and this moment to add this into my blog during these times. As I gift this to you, it also allows me to go within myself and work on the things that I need to with regards to feeling any type of anxiety or fear. And I keep having to remind myself whenever I experience those emotions to give myself permission to be okay with how I feel, and to just take a moment to breathe and let that moment pass, so that way I can continue on through my day until I can find some continuous moments of stillness. So, again, my name is Jana, and I have some things I want to reference because, like I said, I want to provide an offering for anyone who this reaches, so that way maybe what I give for you can offer you a sense of stillness or peace, creating a habit to give yourself time to, or permission to be still, to learn how to take breaths and to not let your emotions overtake you, because then you're just not being productive for yourself or for others. So with all of that said, I'll get right into it. If anyone has not, don't know already, for one, I am a healthcare provider. I do home health physical therapy. So I am actually in touch with patients, not so much within the hospital setting, but we do have our challenges as I take care of patients within their own homes, providing physical therapy for them. And we have been met with our challenges, but the anxiety is very present for many of us. And so I had to think about a way not only to make myself be more effective and present for my patients, but maybe offer a sense of calmness to anyone that I work with, to let them know that we just got to take things moment by moment, patient by patient, and we're all going to get through this. I actually created this video, or made this video, a couple of nights ago. However, I wanted to clean it up a little bit. I actually really was actually going to post it, but I was just like, you know what, no. So I am redoing this. Like I said, I wanted to kind of clean up a few things that I wanted to make sure I addressed, and to edit some things, as I do have 3 children and they're going back and forth. I have 2 cats, which were doing cat things, and they were just making noise, and I was just like, okay, we're gonna do this again. So here I am. COVID, or the coronavirus, for those who might not understand or don't know already, it attacks the lungs. And for those who have underlying conditions, especially underlying conditions that involve breathing, you are at a more significantly higher risk of succumbing to the coronavirus infection. And so that is a lot of people. It's a lot, and it can be scary. This time is rather challenging. The anxiety is high for many, and I specifically want to address those who might be having a high sense of anxiety at this time. I want to first let you know that you should not feel guilty for your anxiety. It is normal, and if you do not have a support system in place, it might be a very good idea to find someone who will not mind being able to receive how you're feeling. Because I think for the most part, a lot of us are experiencing some sense of anxiety or fear, and you just got to make sure you have a good support system in place so that way you can release this and not hold it in and create a sense of being unhealthy for yourself. Even though we are all affected collectively, we also all have a very unique situation or story. And so I pray that all of you who are having periods of high anxiety, I really, really pray that you get the support that you need. I know that we can't control what is going on globally, nationally, maybe even locally, but we can control how we respond. And that's something that we have to try to remain grounded in, that we do have a choice. We do have control over how we deal with these situations. And so we have to really sit with ourselves and try to figure out, okay, I know I can't change this. I know I can't change that, but what is it that I can control that would bring me some sense of peace? And that is where I wanted to give an offering. So again, without getting too deep into healthcare jargon and all of that, the COVID virus attacks the lungs. The lungs is our breath. If our lungs do not function, we cannot breathe. And we know what happens when we cannot breathe. Our breath in the yoga community is referred to as pranayama, or it's a breathing, a control of the breath. I'm going to kind of bounce and change subjects for a second. The heart chakra, if you are a studier of chakras, the heart chakra is associated with lung function. And just to provide a few little tidbits of things to focus on with the heart chakra, if you use essential oils, lavender, ylang ylang, rose, and sandalwood are some essential oils that resonate with the heart chakra. Foods that relate to the heart chakra, which is our fourth chakra, by the way, are leafy green vegetables. And let's see, I have something that I'm referencing, so I want to make sure I provide some good information. So with the heart chakra, or anahata, the heart chakra governs love, compassion, humanity, empathy, openness, and forgiveness. And the one thing that sticks out with me the most with regards to the heart chakra and what it governs, the one thing that sticks out to me is humanity. The heart chakra, if you are one that practices yoga, heart opening asanas, such as Ustrasana or the camel pose, cobra, fish pose. Going back to what the heart chakra governs, humanity, this thing has attacked our entire world. Everybody. No nation it has not touched. And we are all having to be put to stillness. And not understanding, this is why I had to remake my video, because I had company. The humanity part of the heart chakra. This pandemic is exposing a lot of things, and it is exposing how we interact with each other. It is exposing who we are, and how we handle a crisis such as this. And you know what? This is a very new thing for a lot of people. So our reactions aren't really all that predictable right now, to be honest. So we have to really be patient with ourselves. That is something I also want to make sure that I strongly express. We have to be patient with ourselves. And to know that this thing will not last forever. So without further ado, I do want to go into presenting my offering to you. Again, I was mentioning that there are things that we can't control, but there are things that we can control. And the reason why I have this blanket in front of me is because a patient made this for me a few months ago, and she's really been heavy on my heart, so I just kind of wanted to keep it close. She does a lot of knitting. She's given me like 3 blankets. But I want to provide you with a tool that hopefully you can use and maybe share with someone else when you're feeling moments of anxiety and you just don't feel like you're having any control over what's going on at a particular time. So if you can, I want you to get into a nice, comfortable, easy seated position. Whether you can be in your car, you can be in your bed, you can be sitting on the couch, on the floor. Just find yourself in a nice, comfortable position. And I just want you to place your hands on your knees. And I want you to bring your shoulders up to your ears and roll them back and down. And close your eyes. And just begin to slow your breath down. And breathe in through your nose and out through your nose about 3 times. After your 3rd breath, I want you to place one hand over your heart and one hand over your belly. And I want to guide you through what is called Dirga Pranayama, or the 3-part breath, or the complete breath, where you are using a breathing technique that is maximizing the use of your lungs. And the reason why I'm focusing on this particular breathing technique is because of the way this virus attacks the body. It attacks a major function that if it is not working properly, we will transition from this side of life. And so I want us to take a deep breath in and understand that in this moment, the breath is so precious. as you breathe in patience. And breathe out fear. Breathe in patience. Breathe out anxiety. And just begin to focus on your breath. So while your hands are placed here, I'd like to begin to guide you through the 3-part breath. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a deep breath in and out through the nose. And on your next inhalation, you're going to breathe in through your nose really, really deep, filling the belly with air, allowing the belly to expand. And as you exhale, you're going to exhale through the nose, drawing the belly button to spine, contracting your belly muscles, breathing out all the air. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, belly to spine. One more deep breath in. And exhale. This time when you breathe in, you're going to breathe in the nose, filling the belly with air. And you're going to draw that same breath up through the rib cage, allowing the rib cage to expand. And as you exhale, the rib cage falls. Draw the belly button to spine, contracting the muscles, pushing all that air out. And take a deep breath in, belly, rib cage. Exhale, rib cage, belly. This time as you breathe in, you're going to breathe into the belly, sending that same breath up through the rib cage, and taking a few more sips of air, breathing into the chest, allowing the chest to rise, the collarbones to rise. And you're going to pause for a second, and then exhale through the nose, chest, ribs, belly. Inhale, belly, rib cage, chest, pause at the top. Exhale, chest, rib cage, and belly. I want you to repeat this breathing pattern on your own at your own pace for 3 more rounds. And after your 3rd round, return to your normal breath and place your hands on your knees. And just use this moment to allow the stillness to envelop you. Allow any thoughts that are not providing you with calmness and stillness and peace, release those thoughts. focus on the things that you know you can control. Focus on the things that give you peace. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes if you haven't already. Again, this breathing pattern or breathing technique is called Dirga Pranayama, or the complete breath, or the 3-part breath. And I wanted to offer this particular breathing technique because the very precious thing that we own and that we have is our breath, and it is being attacked. And so if there isn't anything else that we can't control, while we can control it, we need to practice working on our anxiety with controlling our breath and being grateful for the fact that we are here. We don't have to feel guilty about being anxious, and that don't be afraid to reach out to someone if you feel like you need to release your fears. And if you don't have anyone that you feel like you can release them to, write them down. Write them down. And you can either burn them and toss the ashes. One of my yoga instructors has this really cool thing where you can write something down on dissolvable paper and dissolve that thing. And so if there's anything that you're needing to release, find some dissolving paper and put it in some water and take it away from your home and pour it into the earth and allow that energy that thing carries with it to transmute into something else. I do thank you for allowing me to offer this to you. I hope that it brings you a sense of peace and some calmness, and that you can utilize this tool whenever you feel like you're having a moment that is not allowing you to be productive. I hope that all of you will be well. Thank you so much for your time.